Hey everybody, this is Mico, and I wanted to show you today and give an example of how you can calculate a car lease on your own at home. The reason I wanted to do that is that a lot of inquiries, a lot of questions on forums are about really small, simple things that you can figure out on your own. You don't need to call the dealership, you don't need to contact anybody, and you can figure out these answers easily. It will just put you at ease when you try to calculate and figure out whether you can afford a lease, what an actual lease a car could lease for, and let's just get into it. So I put it into 5 basic steps. First step is you need to configure a car and find a car. So let's say right now I'm more familiar with BMW, so we'll use an actual example. I'm going to go on BMW USA, build a car, and we're going to figure out quick basic 3 Series. 330i is the most popular. And so we pick the car. And let's say I'm looking for something simple. I just want navigation. That's what's important to me. Doesn't matter the color. Go straight to options and add navigation. There you go. Select. And it's going to make me upgrade to convenience package, which is fine. And we did that. And go to summary. And there you go. There's my summary. Color doesn't really matter at this point. Base MSRP, convenience package. And navigation adds 1,700. My total MSRP including destination charge is $44,695. Now, I want to, if I want to take it a step further, I want to calculate an actual car that I can get, not just a hypothetical car that I can build. I could order it, but I want to lease something soon. So I'm going to our own website at BMW of San Francisco. We have this new section, Express Store, which is easier. I'll find it easier to look through inventory. So I'm doing kind of a similar thing. Just to go through inventory, I go for 3 Series sedan, and I'm going to narrow it down to BMW 330i, and I'm going to add as an option navigation. And it looks like there are 10 cars in stock. I'm going to browse quickly through these cars. Looks like just the closest to MSRP will be the first one. It's mineral gray with black, and I can see it has premium package, driver assistance. Obviously it has convenience because it has navigation, and I guess premium package includes navigation, so I got that. So this will be the car. They have it in stock. Let's click on the actual car, and there are live pictures, which is nice, and it shows me MSRP of $46,710. Go back to previous screen. So the MSRP on the minimum car was $44. This one has the mineral gray color, and it has premium package, and also driver assistance and Apple CarPlay. So that makes sense why it's more expensive. Let's say this is the car I want to lease. So I configured it. There's a car that I want to lease pretty much right now. And step 1 is done. Now let's find out market value. What this actual car, what will be the real money that I should be paying, what will make sense, what will be a good deal, fair deal, great deal, whatever you want to call it. So first of all, we already have no haggle pricing, so my dealership already is offering $46.71 dealer discount. That's a no haggle price, but I'm not going to trust the dealer. I want to get third-party opinion on what this price should be. So a couple of websites that I really like. The best one, well, maybe not the best, but one I like a lot is Edmunds.com, because they have a lot of different resources, and we'll go through some of them later. But let's say right now I'm going to this website just to see what the fair value of this car will be. So I'm doing again the same quick thing, BMW 3 Series, 2018. I hope it works fast today. And okay, so the trick with these websites is they all try to steer you to an actual inventory, and they all try to get you to put your information. So my goal right now is to get some information, but I want to give my information so they can sell it to dealers. I just want to figure some things out. So the color, so right now I found, let's scroll down, find where I actually can, I think I can configure it here. Yes, I can configure it. So let's select, it's a gas engine, and it's an automatic, it doesn't matter, and it's rear-wheel drive. I'm just going through steps, 2-cylinder engine. Do you want the navigation? Yes. I don't know why they're asking. Review camera? Yes. Doesn't matter. Weird question, but okay. I just want to get, there you go, 330, that's what I wanted. So the car that I found on my own website has driver assistance package, premium convenience, already selected automatically. The color is mineral gray. Where is it? Where is it? And options, it has Apple CarPlay. And I believe this is it. So they're also tricky. They're still not showing me an MSRP or whatever. I want the true market value. And okay, so it's a little bit off. It's showing me that MSRP is 47,245. Here the actual MSRP is 46,710. And they're giving me the true market value. So here's what I can do. 47,245 minus 43,377. According to Edmunds, the discount to be a true market value is 38.68. This dealer, which happens to be me, has much higher discount. So I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to get one more opinion, second opinion. I'll go to TrueCar. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to configure the car quickly. Zip code is important because it has to be specific to your market. A car here will have much different price compared to, different state. Drive, 2 liter, 330, okay. Color, again, doesn't really matter. And somewhere, where are the options? Where are the options? Colors and options, there you go. Oh, options, okay. Same thing, driver assistance, premium, and convenience, and Apple CarPlay. Almost there. There you go. Done. Pricing. Okay. So TrueCar says MSRP again is higher than it is, lower than Edmunds, but it's giving me estimated savings, so that's easy to calculate. And I'm going to scroll it down, and there you go. So TrueCar gave me like a graph, shows me the price should be 43. So after that discount, again, the actual discount is important, not the actual number, because this MSRP is a little bit off. And it's showing me that good price is less than 44, great price is less than 43. Go back to my website. And yes, this price is definitely in the great price range, so this tells me that this is a pretty good deal. It's more than fair. If you still want to get more opinions, their websites, cars.com can do the same thing, Kelley Blue Book can do the same thing, and those I would say the 4 websites I would trust. I would not, go to anywhere beyond that, at least at this point. Maybe later, things will change. So, one thing I'm definitely not going to go to, I'm not going to go to forums and ask how much these cars go for, because what you get is anecdotal evidence, you get outdated information, and this is just, a lot of times people like to brag and make up numbers that are not realistic. So this is one thing I see a lot of people get frustrated when they hope to get some crazy numbers. Sometimes it's just like you ask about BMW and somebody tells you, yeah, it should be 15%. And they have no experience in BMW. They go for Mercedes, which is something completely different for a specific month. So this was step 2. Step 3, we're going to figure out leasing incentives. So this gets specific. This information is not as readily available, but still we can easily find it out. This one resource I like a lot is Edmunds, again, because they have a lot of different stuff. And they will tell you, if you go, let me see, so we go to car research, and they have a section, it's kind of hard to find, I'll walk you through it. Research, and there are forums, car forums, and you can find a forum specific to your car. And I just said that I would not trust forums. Edmunds is an exception because they moderate their forums. There are people that really know what's going on, and their information is really good. Forums that I would not trust is like any BMW forums or specific to your brand that are just not moderated. Those I don't trust. So on Edmunds, I found the BMW 3 Series forums, and right on top, 2018 BMW 3 Series, lease deals and prices. And usually I want to go to the last page because that'll be the most updated information and just see what people talk about. I could ask a question and I'll get a response pretty fast. but people ask the same thing all the time, so I can just go through and see what other people say. So nothing on the last page, one page before that. And let's see. So there's somebody got a quote, money factor. So I can already see the money factor is 0.00152. And then here we go. So somebody's asking, I'm in SFA area. Hello. Can you please provide the money factor and residual value for 320 and 330 sedan, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, exactly what I want. So here we go. Response from moderator. 00152 is the money factor, 61% is the residual, and also give me the incentive. This is another thing that I usually want to find, but here you go. This is lease credit. Lease credit is also known as rebate, so that's on top of the discount. This is another thing that usually rebate is not the same as a discount. You should qualify for both. So we figured out the incentives, and we also figured out the leasing parameters, because these are the two things that are important in calculation. So now we go back to the last step, which is the step 5. In step 5, we're going to actually calculate it. On Edmunds.com, they also have a calculator. So again, that's why I like Edmunds. But I'm going to go to a different site right now, which I like a lot because they're pretty specific and they're good at what they do, leasehacker.com, and I go straight to calculator. So I'm going to punch in my numbers. It's BMW, even though it doesn't matter. MSRP of the car we wanted is $46,710. Sale price, as offered by the website, which is lower than anything I could find, is $42,039. Money factor 0.00152. Document fee acquisition is correct. Miles, 10,000 miles per year. Down payment 0. Taxed incentives, that's where the rebate goes to, $3,000 lease credit. And residual, they already know it's 61 because Lease Hacker gets that information, which is correct. $400 is pretty standard for registration. Sales tax 9%. It's not exact, but close enough for what I need. And I've got all the numbers. And there you go, right on top. I have my monthly payment excluding tax, $423. Monthly payment including tax, $461. And drive off first month's payment, registration, and let's see. So the only thing is that you see, if this was not checked, the acquisition fee was not up front. So let's see if I did want to pay it up front. So now my payment is lower. Drive-off is about $2,200. Payment is $396, including tax will be $431. And disposition for the end, total lease cost. And they even tell me a score on how this deal scores. So the higher score, the better. Looks fine to me. And that's pretty much it. So, as you can see, it took me less than 15 minutes. Obviously, I got prepared. I knew, I had the website set up. But even without it, it should not take you longer than 30 minutes compared with calling the dealer, sending out emails, dealing with phone calls from everybody that's asking you to come in, which I would do as a salesperson. But this way, you can do it in the privacy of your own home. You can get all the information you need. Now you know if you can afford this car. You can see if you can, if it fits within your budget. And now, all I have to do, like if this is the car I wanted to buy, I can contact the dealer myself by call, by phone, by email, or I can just come in with this information written down or printed and tell him, look, this is what I found. This is what my payment should be. Can we do this right now? Yes, no. If it's yes, the deal is done. That's it. 30 minutes at home. Maybe an hour at the dealership, another half an hour for a test drive. You should test drive a car, and you're done. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions and comments, or contact me directly. Thanks a lot.